He's not going.
Well, I can't afford to lose her. I already lost 3 bitches to leprosy, all right? All I got left is Mary, a cripple, and 2 blind chicks. Who, actually, they get requested a lot. Don't ask me how that works.
Get out of here. I'm not going with you again, Leroy. I'm staying here with Jesus, and I'm warning you. Jesus has like 12 followers. Tell him.
Oh, 12? Okay, all right, so this motherfucker a serious pimp.
No, my friend, you're confused. It's 12 men.
You a gay pimp?
I'm not a pimp. I'm a carpenter.
Carpenter? Then why does your house look like?
I've been busy with non-carpentry work.
Okay, that's it. Bitch, pack your get in the caravan and make me some money.
Yeah. What is up on a Saturday night? That's how we kick this motherfucking shit off. Welcome to another edition of the goddamn program. Oh, shit. Some people already showed up that I wasn't sure was going to make it. So awesome. What's up, Cody? What's up, Diggin? Mousebong in the house. And Rebecca as well. So, man, we got an action-packed show for you guys tonight. We missed you last Saturday, damn it. We really did. It sucked not to be able to kick off our Saturday night party with y'all. So share this shit out anywhere and everywhere that there is somebody that needs a good motherfucking laugh, because I'm telling you, tonight's show is going to be off the fucking hook. So, today is a special day, is it not? Mimi, I believe this is what Saturday?
Well, it's not. I forgot what the Saturday is. I know about Sinful Sunday. What the hell is Saturday?
It's Satanic Saturday.
Hilarious.
Every time we see Mimi's face on her ass cheek, it's just glorious. I love that. So now it's forever.
I'll
One more time
with my tongue out.
Okay.
That'll work. That'll work. All right. So before we get to the goddamn list for tonight, we do have our 3 sins that we like to talk about on the show. I can go first. I did lust for this week. And, there's a special relationship between any one human being and a dessert of choice. I was privileged by my wife to bring into the house a dessert treat that I have never had before, and I'm telling you, this motherfucking thing just succulent, had me fucking salivating, and I never seen a creation like this before. So if you can imagine a taco infused as a dessert, which I'm sure there are some out there, but in this case, the taco shell is angel food cake, and on the inside is whipped topping and chocolate chips. And I can honestly say I'm hooked forever. I lust after this treat. It is fan-fucking-tastic. So I'll go ahead and let you take a look at it there. So if you have a Hy-Vee grocery store somewhere by you, they make these fresh daily. So that is my lust for the week, because I've had about 7 of them.
The Angel's Taco. I see. All right.
Huh?
Yeah.
Just needs a
Cream
little
all
devil on it.
Nothing wrong with it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Oh shit! So Cody said, Cody says I've made a banana pudding taco before. Oh, banana pudding taco! Damn it! That sounds fucking fantastic, actually. Mouse said. He said lust instead of gluttony must be damn good. I'm telling you, it's you just want to go in there. Oh shit. Rebecca jumped on there and said, Cody, send him money to bring us some next weekend. That's right.
Nice.
Hell yeah. All right. Next up.
You want to do compassion, or what do you want to do?
I was going to say, you want destruction or compassion?
I think I'm compassion, I thought.
No, I was asking Reaper who we wanted to go first.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't care. Whoever wants to go, just jump right on in.
All right. Okay, I'll do it.
We're both staring at each other. You go first. No, you go first.
Okay, so mine. So my compassion for this week is for everyone who lives in a far right-wing, fucked up fucking state who does not have weed legalized right now, recreationally, on demand for everybody else. And I'm going to do, I will also do a destruction for all the right-wing fucking nut jobs who cock-block legislation toward the end of having us all actually have the freedom to buy fucking weed whenever we fucking want. These fuckers talk about freedom all the time. This is not fucking freedom when you can't choose to have a fucking herb that's way less dangerous than fucking alcohol is. We really need to have compassion on the poor souls that live in South Carolina right now, or Texas, or Nebraska, Mississippi. There's a few more. The numbers are going down, but I really wish that was something that would go away. So, I don't want this Project 25 bullshit coming, because there's going to be more of this type of interference in our lives where religion decides that it's going to usurp people's minds and fuck shit up.
Yep.
Yeah. Crystal says, I'll be your pharmacist. Don't worry.
It's good to have a pharmacist phone call.
Right. Digging says the pot laws here in South Carolina are horrible, and I am sorry to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Believe me. I mean, come on. It's not like, you toke the hookah and then all of a sudden you die. It's not fentanyl. It's not some put together from your house cleaning supplies. I mean, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But, if you want to, you want to kill yourself, you go for it, But it's fucking pot. And people have been smoking that shit since the dawn of time. So get the fuck over it everywhere.
Yep.
Man.
It's crazy to me growing up in Jersey that it's recreationally legal there. Like, I thought they'd be one of the last ones to do it. And they're just like, yeah, here you go. I'm like, yeah. So, ouch. Did you see that earthquake? That was my knee hitting the table. I told you, it's going to be a ride today.
Passion towards your knee, for sure.
Thank you. For the destruction of my knee, I got some compassion. So
there it is. Mouse bunks, small cocks in Congress.
Yep.
Yes. For sure.
So for mine, I got destruction. And I heard this story, and I just want you to look at this fucking toe pants right here, this man. So this guy, pastor.
He's got a punchable face.
Pastor Roger Allen Holmberg was on a flight with his wife. See, she looks like a nice person, I guess. And they're on a flight. She got upgraded to first class, and he got stuck in coach and kept continually going up to first class to yell at her for not letting him have first class. Punched is a little strong. Smacked her in the head on a flight because she has a a rewards program and he doesn't, so she got upgraded to first class and he didn't. So the pastor was physically assaulting his wife because she didn't give him the first class seat. So fuck him, and he could suck it. It was just such an out there story. I had to share that one because I'm like, are you kidding me? Physical assault over an airplane seat. And he told the airline it was because he wanted her to sit with him and coach.
Well, you definitely get the 2-gun salute, first of all, for being a fucking asshole. Number 2, you don't smack women. Number 3, fuck you and your false god. So, all right, wonderful, fabulous. He will
Punchable face,
definitely
like you said.
total punchable face. You know, and I got an item on the goddamn list tonight that kind of goes along with this. Only this motherfucker's not a pastor. He's just a bona fide piece of shit.
Some pieces of shit don't have titles other than piece of shit. That's his title.
Right. So, you know, I've been noticing everybody out there so far. Fucking love you guys for showing up so much. Where the fuck is Babylon? We need to start chanting and channeling the Babylon for the evening. He must get here. This is, you know, partially his show too, because he fucking fucks us up every time. So hopefully, like I said, be sharing this shit out. Let everybody fucking know. Yep. Mousebong says Cody has the Babylon chant in the vault. Might have to bust it out. Yep, absolutely. Let's do that. And everybody else as well. Because, man, we have an impeccable fucking goddamn list for this evening. There it is, I think. There you go. Sweet. But before we get to the first item on the list, we actually have a bona fide fucking model already on the show to show you exactly what the new goddamn program t-shirt looks like. Go ahead, give us a twirl, you know, and we're playing. As you can see, right. It's available right now on Reaper's Underground Teespring. All you have to do is go to either Sugar's Facebook or my Facebook or Instagram as well to get the address to be able to go purchase that. But I also want to pay close attention because my brother Cody Gray of Defiler of the Art Crown has officially drawn our next design for the next shirt, and it's a tasty one, people. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that right now, Morgrot Universe. Look at this piece of sexiness. I just don't know what to say other than that is just pure badassery. Thank you, Cody, for taking the time to draw that for us. And it will be available soon, and we will let you know when that hits.
And I just want to say, too, this shirt is, like, really soft and comfortable. Yeah. Like, sometimes when you get things printed, it's like wearing starch, and it's not like, it's very comfortable and soft and good quality, too, so.
Hell yeah.
As the bona fide model, I give it 2 thumbs up.
Fucking badass. And there's a lot of other shirts available on there also for the great Johnny Necro design of Reaper himself in a half alive, half undead kind of way, which is fucking badass. That's available. As well as a Tracks of the Damned one is still available, which we will be upgrading that very, very soon. And, of course, Carnage and Reaper's Backyard Horror Barbecue will also be getting a shirt here very soon. So make sure you stay tuned. Yes. And 1 week exactly from today, this is the last little bullet point, the Morgrot Entertainment Reaper's Underground in-house appearance tour is coming to Nashville. Get ready, Nashville. We are coming for you. We will be at the Nashville Horror Con July 20th and 21st. I'm actually hosting a panel there also on the indie horror business, to quote the Misfits there. But myself and Cody will be there. We have all kinds of great fucking merch for you. Come get some photos. Come hang out with us. It's going to be a fucking fantastic time. Real quick, let me get to all the comments because they just keep on rolling in. Mousebomb says, cute. I'll have to order a couple. Ah,
Oh, really?
fantastic. Please
Fit
do.
nice.
Hell yeah. She says, nice job, Cody. Absolutely. It is most definitely nice and blasphemous. Cody says, no problem, everyone. Glad to do it.
Yes.
So that will be in the store very soon. And all right, let's fucking get down to it. Where the fuck do I want to start? Oh, I know. So there is so much. Unfortunately, Christians just have outdone themselves over the last couple of weeks. Where do I want to start? Okay, so, we were kind of talking about a little bit of political stuff. So this was sent to me, and I forget exactly who, so I am so sorry if I forget. But Oklahoma, there's a school district that might find themselves lit on fire, much like a church, because of this fucking asshole. Check this out.
Get that shit out of here. No, 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 not today.
Today.
So I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with this, but they are passing legislation that teachers must teach their students from the Bible because they feel that it is super important for their learning from this historical book. How do we feel about that? So now teachers are being forced to teach. Now, this is all students now. We're talking all from all religious backgrounds, and they must throw the 10 Commandments in there as well. How do we feel about this, everybody?
Well, I think if they're going to institute that, they should include everyone and teach from the Quran and teach from the Satanic Bible and teach from the pagan religion so that everyone is represented. And then I wouldn't have a problem with it because then you're looking at it as a historical document. If you're singularly just teaching from the Bible, then you're bringing in your beliefs as that legislator, and that's wrong. And that's where the line is. Like, to me, if you want to include it in class where you're looking at everyone's different beliefs, then sure, why not? But I love how all of these Christians keep pushing the 10 Commandments, which was not New Testament. If they were Christians, they'd want the Beatitudes, which would still be wrong. But don't tell me that it's Christian when it's Moses. It was pre-Christian, you dumbass. So they don't even know what they're talking about.
I mean, the part that really, the part that really kind of gripped me was they called it historically important.
No, it's not. Then I want you to historically teach the importance of Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. And then you can throw in Thor and Loki. And stop it. Stop it. You can wrap your turd in whatever wrapping you want to put it. It's still a turd. Stop it.
Right?
Yep. And like somebody in the comments said, separation of church and state. If it's a public school, there should not be religion taught, even if you call it a historical document, because it's not.
Exactly. Crystal says if there's a Bible club there, should be a satanic or pagan, etc. Not all included. Then do none of them.
Exactly.
Totally
It's either
agree.
everybody or nobody.
No, I don't even want if everybody then nobody. I want no fucking religious fucking bullshit unless we call the class like Chasing Unicorn Farts 101 or something like that, where we can have a science teacher kind of debunk all of their fucking bullshit. Or we could have a really well-educated Satanist go on there and talk about the history of all kinds of pagan and other types of religions to show where their bullshit came from.
Yep, exactly. And that's what I mean. When you address it that way to them, that's when they back off because they don't want to include everybody else. So that's pretty much all you have to say is if it's a historical document, as you say, then include all of the history. And then they'll, no, we can't do that. Well, then don't do it at all.
You can't even trust the teachers because the teachers will be biased. They will show their bias. If it's a Muslim teacher, they very likely will show their bias. They will not present everything fairly. But anyways, just keep it the fuck out.
Yeah, as soon as, if it was my class, I would be teaching them about Job's daughters getting him drunk to fuck him. And then they wouldn't want me to teach the Bible anymore because I wouldn't be teaching the Bible parts that they would want taught.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, they're going to be preaching, telling stories about how, God wanted people dead and all of the atrocities that have happened throughout the Bible, because you can't leave that out.
No.
It's what it was based on in a lot of ways.
Yep.
Man.
And it's all like, I don't even want to go down. I will not shut up if I start talking on this, so I'm just gonna. I have a lot of opinions.
And that's okay. I mean, this is the place for it. Mousebong says they should teach absolutely everything, then teach them all about the murders in Jeremiah, Samuel, Genesis. See, we just covered that. Teach them all the fucked up Deuteronomy shit about selling your daughters for slavery. Yeah, that's all in there. My biggest thing is how are you going to sell this to people of other faiths? They're going to have to sit there and listen to this when it kind of like is in contrary to their own beliefs. They might as well get ready to line up in an ass-kicking contest because everyone's going to line up to fucking kill every single one of those teachers to the best of their ability, in my opinion.
I just had a thought because I know with sex ed class, you can sign up for your kid to not participate because of religious reasons. So could I sign my kid up to not get this Bible shit for atheist reasons?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Absolutely.
that to me sounds like opt out of it.
Ever since motherfucking Louisiana passed that fucking 10 Commandments shit, now Oklahoma's saying, oh, we're just going to flat ass out teach it and push it on them. It's like, are we in Nazi Germany? Is that what's going on here? You must hear this word. There is no reason to hear this word.
Sorry, my daughter is going to be out of school for a week because she's in the unclean hut on her period, so she can't make it into your bullshit school this week. It's in Leviticus, dumbasses. Stop it.
And their God deserves to have credit for all of his fucking failures and for when nothing was done, when people were truly suffering. I mean, name it, like little kids with cancer, leukemia, car accidents, like really good people, like, and their fucking platitudes that they give at these fucking church services. They try to scare more people to come up and be saved because, well, you don't know, your day could be tomorrow.
Yep. That made me snort when I just read Crystal. I could use a bloody vacation too, babe. I'm right there with you.
All right. I mean,
next legislation, bring back the unclean huts.
Mousebox says, I want to sit on a pile of hay for 3 days in the unclean hut with my baddies.
Unclean hut party. Here comes the next T-shirt. Meet me in the
You
other
know-
room.
And people are always talking about, oh, the Constitution, oh, the Constitution, separation of church and state. If you actually believe in the Constitution of this country, they're not upholding it. They are fucking oppressing a much larger section of the population. And I'm talking about everyone who's not Christian. You know what I'm saying? What it says to me is they're struggling to find believers. So force it upon them like back in medieval times, back in Roman times. Is that what you really want? Because we're going to fucking kick your ass.
Project
Good luck.
25. Project 25. Everybody, if you haven't gone to the website and read about this horse shit, read about Project 25. This affects all of us, and especially women. Like, watch out. Handmaid's Tale, light, it's coming.
It's like the first time, only this time it's not in German.
I hate. That's awesome. Right.
And it's scary. Like, and I have not read all 900 pages. I have not done that yet, but what I've heard about it is fucking terrifying and needs to be stopped. So.
Most definitely. And, how are you going to convince children that this is the way when you have artworks like this?
That's something.
I mean, that looks like a Saturday night at the bathhouse. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be a hard sell.
Hard sell. That's what he said. That looks like Jesus having a rockin' Saturday night today. That's what that was.
Well, now you know how he got his followers, He's like a fucking cat. He just walks up on them and shakes his little tush and says, come on, give me a ride. Oh, shit. So, yeah, that's... Let me see here. There's a couple comments. Crystal says, that's badass, though. I need that. Mouse Bonk says, that's good-ass art right there. Crystal also says, I have a surprising amount of religious art, a huge framed Pope. Oh! Hopefully with a gag ball in his mouth. That'd be awesome. We should make that happen, honestly. So as I was saying, though, let me see here. Just trying to find it real quick. Yeah, here we go. So we got a little bit of retribution, though. Half of a church ended up in a sinkhole, and it shut down the Council Bluffs Church in Iowa, which is about 20 minutes from me. I stood up and clapped. I cheered. I had some bourbon. It was great. I was like, see? That's the first of many, asshole. So I thought that was...
Figure a congregation members and be like, which one of you brought on God's wrath and sunk the church and made them all confess what they're doing.
I bet you that's what they were doing. They were like, it was you, because, you were the one, going to the fucking 7-Eleven to get in the back of somebody's car. You brought us down.
Mildred stole Doris's potato salad recipe, and now we're all falling in they all pissed about all kinds of weird shit.
Oh, shit. Let's see. Mousebonk says, that's the devil sucking down our church. That's awesome. Oh man. So of course we all needed a good laugh after that one. And as a matter of fact, there was a beautiful piece of blasphemy that was recently taken at a Walmart, I believe. It was either a Walmart or what's that place called? I always want to say the Salvation Army, Goodwill. I think it was Walmart. Our brother Cody from Defiler of the Crown Art decided to have a little bit of playtime as he was doing his shopping earlier this week, and
Oh, it took me a second to figure out what I was looking at. I'm like, what?
he was
Just see the light bulb come on.
Yeah, he was spreading a little truth to the masses, so I wanted to make sure that we gave him a gold star for that this week.
He was playing with the action figures at Walmart.
Right, literally action figures. We always knew Mary was a slut. But anyway.
That's hilarious.
Oh my goodness, yes. All right. And I don't think we had covered this one before. Did you know that you could put the price on cow farts?
I did not. I knew that they were causing like global warming and stuff, but I didn't know that you could put a price on them.
Well, in the UK, I happened to find out this past week that there is the world's first carbon tax on livestock will cost farmers $100 per cow. And I believe that's going to happen in 2030, which is so fucking weird. You're going to give them 5 years to either kill them or light their farts on fire or, I don't know, put a plug up their ass to stop them from doing the most natural thing that they can do. Now, I know some people are probably going to say that, the population as a whole, big meat eaters and all that stuff. I get that. But, and I'm trying to be as objective as possible because this is kind of a relatively new thing for me. South Park actually covered this before as well. So you're telling me that cow farts are destroying the environment?
Well, it's funny because I learned about this in the 80s on a Nickelodeon show called Turkey TV that probably nobody else fucking remembers. They had an entire segment.
I recognize that. That's so weird.
Called Turkey TV. And they had a segment on farting cows, and then it was made, and this was like in the 80s. So the fact that it's taken this long for them to figure out they could profit off of it is kind of surprising to me.
Austin, what's up, brother? He says, burn it all down.
I like Mousebom's comment before that one. Did you see hers? You have to see the comment.
Hold on. Oh, shit. Well, they had a fiesta with Cody's picture, so maybe I'll start there.
Gotcha.
Cody, you and Becca was the one taking the pic. Fucking legends. Crystal says Mary was artificially inseminated by aliens. That's great. Mousebong says, I knew I could charge for gamer girl farts, but not cow farts. That's fucking hilarious. I mean, average humans fart the same gas. Are they going to start putting a price on our asses? That's what I want to know.
Maybe they'll have a Taco Bell tax because you're doing more than your share.
What do you think about this, Mimi?
I'm pretty sure like the amount of methane from a human is minuscule because the cows are vegan, and so I think that creates like way more. Plus, they have 3 stomachs, so way more air cavities to make farts. Yeah, so I think that's very minimal. But this is something. There are billions and billions of them. Billions of, I think they estimate 6 billion animals. This is like 20 years ago too, are killed every day in slaughterhouses, and so that's a lot. If we think about, billions of people, and most have a major addiction 3 times a day, at least 1 time a day, and others don't have it so much.
Interesting. $100 per cow. I mean,
What I want to know is, what is that money going towards?
that's the real question.
Because is it going to be helping with the problem, or is it just going to be lining somebody's pocket?
Right. I like the idea of taxing Taco Bell because, damn it, it is great. It's great fucking food for, constipated or an average night of partying. It's great drunk food. So why aren't we taxing them for making us produce over amount of methane as well as these cows? I think that's a great fucking idea. They got billions of dollars. Let's take it.
Another thing is they let cattle ranchers and meat farmers get away with. They have all kinds of tax incentives and tax cuts for them, so they can produce it cheaper. But the vegetable producers don't get near. It's not even close to the same. The dairy industry and the meat industry have way more incentives to help them out.
I'm sure they do, because then the pharmaceutical companies get a kickback from putting the hormones into the animals. It's all that whole big pharma game.
That's no fun. Digging said, I saw some guy wringing out elephant poop for water to drink on a survival show.
That's reason number 425. You will never see me on a survival show. Pass.
That's unfortunate as fuck. If that is your only source to get water, oh my damn. But, there are some other instances, though. I mean, all jokes aside, obviously, that, obviously this is an environmental problem. But, you don't really see animals experimenting with their farts. I don't even know if they're aware that they do fart. Maybe, I don't know. It just feels like an average day to them. But did you know that you might be able to freak your cat out if you fart in your sleep?
Poor cat.
Now, that young lady there was obviously of Asian descent, and she ripped one so fucking hard. I'm still trying to figure out if it was, traditional Asian cuisine that made that happen, which is quite possible. But damn, was that cat?
That was a kimchi fart right there. That was fermented cabbage coming back to haunt you.
with a lot of their red hot sauce.
Yeah.
Oh no! what's up, Kyler? Well, welcome back, brother. I totally appreciate that. There's so many fucking comments now. Digging said, fartled awake before. I can't honestly say that I've gotten there yet, and thank fuck, because, you know, when I fart, I bring the thunder. It's like the world begins to spin. But damn, Crystal says our dog knows she farts. Looks at her own ass when she farts.
Both of my dogs do that.
So are they trying to get the flavor, the effervescence? Maybe it was from a previous meal that they wanted to remember.
Well, my one dog always looks so surprised with that, you know, and it's like, it was you. And then the other one sits so that her butthole kind of makes a trumpet, you know, and then she'll just go. And I'm like, you did it. I didn't suction cup your butthole to the floor. Like, she just is very indignant, that one.
Crystal says fart plus startle.
Is a
Right. Kyler says, hello, my friends. Sorry for my tardiness. I have family over for years. Wait, what? Weekend, and they made me late. My aunt and uncle are Christian. I just said damn it, man, the hieroglyphics here. I'm gonna go watch my satanic stream now is what I'm getting. Okay, cool. I'm glad that you're with us, brother. Oh shit. Wait a minute here. Damn. Mousebong says, Crystal, never keep that stink away from me.
I think that was the tub girl comment, and as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I know what that is, and I will never Google that again. I fell for that once.
Papers, come on. So you're telling me this is a chick that fucking like farts and wants to like waft it and let it, you know, loves it? Is that the gist of this thing?
What's that, tub girl?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, that's so much more than that. That's like a Taco Bell experience is what tub girl is. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Is that the one where she has explosive diarrhea and it shoots out in almost like a half circle motion and lands on her?
It's an old faithful. You know what it is? It's the Kim Kardashian breaking the internet with the champagne, only it's diarrhea.
Oh, okay.
That's a classic. I'm giving points for retro internet because that's been a long, long time.
Oh no. Okay, Crystal just confirmed it for me. So yeah, I guess I've either seen a picture of it or maybe many moons ago. Austin says I wouldn't recommend looking up a rose toy on that topic. Little something more than buds, I'm sure. My goodness. But oh my goodness, what? Mousebong says, my biggest flex is I'm 36 and I have successfully avoided tub curl, blue waffle, and 2 girls, 1 cup. Y'all never gonna get me. Crystal says, 1 man, 1 jar.
There you go. That's got to be worth a couple bucks.
I mean, everyone's got their fucking fetish, but god damn it. No, thank you. No. Me, Reaper, no want to see E. We're not going to do it. Oh, shit. Mousepong says, I have unfortunately seen that one, Crystal. I believe it's called Pink Sock Weightlifter Where do they get the names? What the fuck is that? No, don't tell me. I don't fucking know.
No, it's the rejected band names. That's what these are.
Oh, son of a bitch. And Austin comes back with bet she can't avoid Haktua. Now that one I know what you're talking about, you sick monkey. Stop it. But, you know, as humans, you know, we also have some other ideas. You know, unlike animals, maybe, you know, animals are like, what the hell did I just do? You know, that's why they're looking to like figure out their ass. But in other cases, we're trying to experiment in very strange ways. Check that shit out.
I am so flabbergasted that worked.
I am too, but you know what though? The mechanics of it makes sense because heat is going to rise, therefore the gas is going to come up from the water and meet the flame. And they proved that you can be successful at this shit, literally.
It just seemed very Bikini Bottom to me. Like I had SpongeBob and Patrick in my head while they're doing that, and they made it work. So.
I mean, it's totally a SpongeBob and Patrick thing to do. My problem with it was, why was his brother like fucking booty shaking? You know, as he was waiting for it to like, I mean, was he trying to shimmy it out?
Maybe it was stuck in his shorts. He had to wiggle it.
Which is why I always say toilet humor will never go away, because somebody is going to try to take it so far to the extreme that no matter what, we're going to laugh at them because they're fucking stupid. Kyler said, I've seen some shit, and if I didn't value my eye, they would be gouged out. Oh, Kyler, I'm so sorry. Crystal says, when I was a kid, me and my mom would search the internet for horrible stuff. Our first internet search was dead guy on the train tracks. Whoa. Okay.
What was that one website? There was like maybe it was just autopsy.com or something. No, it was something else, but it was like all like autopsy photos and like real photos. I can't remember what it was called now. Do you remember that?
I know what you're talking about.
It was rotten.com. Rotten.com. I don't know if it's still around or not. Yes, Mousebong said it too. Yay! And here's Crystal. Yay!
Mousebong was like,
all right, we're all going to the unclean hut and looking at rotten.com in our unclean hut, ladies. Let's do it.
I mean, which just goes to prove the point. Women are obsessed with dead people. Whether they're ghosts, corpses, or some kind of true crime stuff. It's like you guys know, you know that shit left and right. I think it's wonderful. Well, you know, then, you know, don't make fun of necromancers then.
Hey, that's, you know, nothing wrong with that.
I don't know. Shit like that never bothered me. You know, as a child, obviously there were multiple deaths throughout the family. So I don't know. Dead bodies never really bothered me. I could always point out what was wrong with how they made them look, you know, for the viewing, you know, shit like that. So it was a little bit more comical to me, I guess, which is why I'm desensitized to it. I mean, I'm also a horror buff. I was at the age of 6, so shit like that just doesn't bother me. How about you, Mimi?
It doesn't bother me all that much. If I see blood and stuff now, almost a year ago, I came across a guy going about 90 and fell off his Harley, and he was fucked up. And it didn't make me gag or anything, and I helped him out because I was a medic in the Rangers. But
Right.
when I left, it hit me so hard. I mean, I don't know if the guy lived. It was horrible. Compound
That
fractures,
sounds
arms flopping, legs flopping, huge cuts, head gash. Like, it was awful. But yeah, that stuff doesn't bother me to see it. It's just how the guy cried the whole time. And as I walked away from him, that's what resented me. He was in miserable pain. It was awful.
That's awful.
See, yeah, I totally believe that. I think the aftermath part is the worst part. Seeing it happen, you're just like, oh fuck, right? But the aftermath, and someone who's like, trying to struggle to stay alive, I think that is more gripping than that. So totally agree. Absolutely.
Oh, Crystal says something that's funny. This is like the opposite. So one of my pet peeves when I'm tattooing is if a man, now if I have to shave a woman, I don't mind. I've never got to do like a Brazilian shave, of course, or anything like that. But I would. Well, I know it's a rip, anyways. But I haven't ever got to do that. But yeah, whenever a guy comes and I have to fucking shave their arm or something, and the blades are clogged with their hair, it's like, ugh, ugh.
Oh,
It's so gross. I can't stand that. So I'm pretty good about saying, well, like if they come, I just hand them. I say, you can go into the bathroom and use some soap and do it. I'm not doing that.
That's a you project.
It's kind of like touching. It's kind of like touching a woman's feet. Like, that's a sensual thing. I really like feet. So it's like a sensual thing, and especially after watching Pulp Fiction. I was just talking about that with somebody recently. But like, that's just too close with a guy shaving his arm. Just
I have an entire section of my book where I talk about foot fetish guys, so that's pretty funny. love those foot fetish guys. Bring them all in. They all loved me. And if you want to pay me to give me a foot rub, cha-ching, baby. Let's go. Loved it.
I mean, especially in 6-inch stilettos. I mean, that's gotta fucking suck.
Well, no, you go to get,
you're there.
And then get your feet off. Oh yeah. Footgasm. Good stuff.
So instead of hearing Barry White in the background when you have to shave a male, you're hearing, fuck you, I'm going to kill you. If there was a soundtrack for that shit, that's exactly what. Wait a minute. Really? How do you know? How do you know? I'm not buzzed. I'm just happy. Seriously. God damn, there's so many here. Oh shit. Digging says shaving old school Robin Williams back. Oh, could you fucking imagine? That dude was as close to fucking Sasquatch that you could ever fucking be. I'm telling you right now. I mean, hail the guy for everything that he's done. He was a wonderful actor, wonderful comedian. But what a hairy motherfucker. Holy shitball. Unholy shitballs at that.
Jesse,
Woo!
That's funny. That's excellent.
Yes.
Mousebong says, I agree. I love my feet being loved.
Good stuff.
Yep. I myself find at the end of the evening giving the foot rubbies, as they are known in the Reaper household, every night. Every fucking night.
Wow. That's
Yup.
awesome. Yep.
I don't mind.
I
I'm a man of touch. Touch to me is so fucking important. So whether I'm being touched or I'm touching my wife, that to me it satisfies me. You know what I
That's your
mean?
love language. That's awesome.
Very much.
Oh, my chair is
Speaking
uncomfortable tonight, so pardon my PJ pants. I gotta sit in a different way here. Oh,
That's
man,
okay.
my back is killing me.
We love Freddie. We do. We love
Yes.
it. You know, since we're talking about love, apparently our favorite dick-headed fucking pastor has another glorious video for us on how to properly riz up a girl. Guaranteed you're gonna love this one. You're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. Check that shit out.
Today, I'm going to teach you how to riz up a girl without being inappropriate. Jesus turned water into wine. Let's go to church at 9 a.m. Hey, why don't you come over to my place and we could spread open the Bible? And then we could spread the gospel. You can't spell Utah without you and ah. You're so beautiful. Another good one. Hey, instead of holding that white claw, why don't you hold this white claw? His hand. In church. Why don't you leave him and come sing some church hymns with me? Well, don't leave him if he's a good guy, but this is the best way how to ask a girl on a date. Hey, do you want to go out to eat this weekend? Sure, I'd love to. Okay, great. I'll pick you up at 7. Okay, sounds great. Casual or fancy? Fancy. No, casual. It's our first date. Sounds good.
I'll suck your dick for $20.
Oh, fucking dead. Oh, this is what this guy, these are legit tears, people. This pastor, this is what he's teaching young men etiquette. Let me get some thoughts on this shit. Seriously. I can't believe that. I mean, when he said Utah, I was like, this has to be fucking Utah. It's gotta be, you know? Let me get your guys' thoughts because I'm fucking verklempt over here.
Well, at least with him playing those parts, he didn't get hit in the face this week. Spits on him.
I mean, I wish he would have. But what makes him think that guys are going to be like, yeah, you know, this is the proper way to court a lady.
I should have said, we're in Utah. Give me that hook tour.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's ridiculous. I really hope it's parody videos. It's gotta be. They can be serious.
I don't know. I have this feeling that it has got to be real.
To be
Right. Exactly. Mousebong says, what the fuck? Kyler says, I still can't tell if that guy is satire or not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Same.
If you know pastors of, like, especially younger pastors like this guy, in some of the like smaller churches, maybe that's like United Methodist or some shit like that, this is how they are.
Well, I think
like,
he's
serious.
like LDS because my dad's United Methodist and he would never be like.
Oh, okay.
This is LDS. This is, yeah. Utah is all.
Is that another or something?
Latter-day Saints. Latter-day Saints, the like Mormons.
Oh, okay.
This guy is the type of pastor that gets looked over in the bigger cities that are more desirable.
Yes.
This is the type you get way out in the country where like there's small little populations and like they have no charisma. They're not good speakers in front of people. They can't twist them and make money. So they go out there and barely get by and go from city to city every year or two.
Yep.
Crystal. We'll talk amongst ourselves. That's one of my favorite SNL skits of all time. Always will be. That's right. That's right. Mike. That's when I discovered Mike Myers. Honestly, I thought it was just fucking genius, the way he did that shit. But
Feeling
so funny.
You know, but I just,
I don't know.
you know,
His White Claw joke cracked himself up.
he's so cold the whole time, though. Like, he's not giggling, he's not giving. I mean, unless he's just an expert fucking actor. I mean, I totally believe that what he is saying, he thinks is how you should be doing it. I don't see how that's going to reach the youth of today. And I still think he's creepy as fuck. So the fact that these videos keep surfacing, I don't know. Maybe this is what, you know, that particular church is thinking this is how we're going to reach people.
The algorithm, because we laughed at a couple and now he's in my news feed all the time.
I love it. More because it's terrifying and it's hilarious all at the same time. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. I mean, I would have told him to go fuck himself. Like,
you would have said,
first meeting.
Smack, spit. Like the girl. Yep.
Right. Oh shit. Austin says the Church of Alabama.
Another youth pastor just got arrested there this past week. Was not a drag queen. Just saying.
Do tell.
Oh yeah, I think it was a 13-year-old that he was caught having forced relations with. Yeah. Yep. Youth pastor in Alabama. I repeat, not a drag queen. Because it's never a drag queen. It's always the youth pastor. Crazy.
Follow that.
Yep. Yeah, like he got arrested. I don't know what's going to happen because down there they might just let him go. Because a lot of them just get let go and they get new churches and they do it all over again. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring silence across the podcast, but I just was thinking he was going to be my destruction, but I couldn't find the actual article. I could only find videos and I didn't have time to watch it before we started.
No, for sure. I'm just like, how much more proof is there that this is not a fruitful thing to follow when people that are so-called, leaders or people that are teachers that are teaching these things, and this is what they do.
Oh, yeah. That's why priests become priests. It's shooting fish in a barrel. They know where to go, I'm sorry, to change the subject, Reese is here. Hi, Reese. Okay, go back to what you were saying. I'm sorry. I love Reese.
As always, he says, hey, my spooktacular friends. Hope y'all are having another wicked night. Y'all are absolutely and truly amazing, fantastic, and incredible. Thank you, sir. Always appreciate you coming on the show. Yeah, that was just kind of a showstopper for me because I'm just like, I'm sorry, that shit.
A mind to mouth night. So as soon as the thought hits, it comes out my mouth. And as soon as I saw Alabama, I'm like, and this fucker, like I just immediately remembered. So.
This. Go ahead there, Mimi.
This has got to be satire because although they can be so fucking dumb, they can't be that dumb. Like this, it just seems staged. to me.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I do.
Well, shit.
What's that? The youth
Then
pastor?
they're doing a hell of a job. You know what I mean? God damn it. Everyone is literally talking Babylon out there. So let's chant it 3 times. Babylon.
Babylon.
He's here.
Babylon. Babylon.
He's
That's what
here.
it said. It worked. Yep.
Yes, he's here.
Oh my goodness.
Babylon is
Oh,
a candy man. I love it.
He said, "Hey folks, sorry I'm late. I've quiet lately. Been working on my drumming new band stuff, and picked up the kid from summer camp. Just got back. Man, you're never too late, brother. Thank you for showing up. We've hit so many fucking topics that you could just tear apart, and I got more. So." Who's ready for some games?
Oh, yay.
I know I am. Now that we've got all the, I want to just literally burn every church I see as I go by it. So many of us are no strangers to the devil's nectar. And this particular game involves such a vice. And when I saw this come through my feed, I said, yes, I totally resonate with this particular thing. And it's a little game that we called When You Smell a Certain Alcohol and Remember a Night That You Almost Died. What is that brand alcohol?
I shared this story before on this show, I'm pretty sure. The night I mixed gin and whiskey and vodka in a 32-ounce cup and downed it and wound up in the dryer spinning around and eating dog biscuits, and then went to church the next morning.
Oh, I do remember that one. That was definitely a juicy one.
Yeah, you could smell me from 30 feet. But on top of that, another thing that I have not drank in decades is grape soda, because of a vodka and grape soda night. I still drink the vodka, but I have not had grape soda in decades because I vomited it out my nose, and like that smell. When you get that sick that it comes out every orifice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So
go ahead.
Well, mine is, let's see, where am I peeking through? Mine was fucking horrible. It was literal black label, generic tequila my junior year of high school. I had a 38-year-old friend named Gnarly Charlie. Gnarly Charlie, he was a professional skateboarder, and he had a crush on my mom who was going through a divorce. I mean, there's a lot of funny shit that goes with this. But long story short, he bought me a fifth, and I tugged the whole thing in like 15, almost the whole thing except for like the last inch and a half. We got to a party, and I blacked out. And then I remember like these girls chasing me in the backyard and laughing, and I tried to jump the fence. And then I remember waking up in the middle of the party. MTV was still going on, and the whole party's chanting, "Go, go, go!" And I'm just like everywhere. And then they pick me up, and they're carrying me out, and my legs, my feet are dragging. And I see my poor friends being chased up and down the block because they're trying to get my friends to go clean up the vomit pile. They put me in the trunk. They put me in the trunk of the car, and then they tried to drive me home because they didn't want me vomiting in the car, and I didn't anymore. Then they put me up front, and there was this big old, like, this was a punk party, so everybody had their head shaved, beard and everything. And they put me in the front seat with this girl, and she was fucking fondling me. I remember that shit, and my friend was telling her to knock it off, And so then they put me back into the trunk again because she wouldn't keep her hands off of me. And they get me to my house. I have the key in my hand. I was so drunk, I couldn't unlock the fucking front door. I go around. Instead of pushing the latch, I tried to climb the fence. I couldn't climb the fence, fell down, and my mom woke me up with the sprinklers saying, "You asshole, get your ass in the house. You smell like the brewery. Get your ass in the house." And then I was sick with alcohol poisoning 3 fucking days.
Yep. That's what I had alcohol poisoning for 3 days after my 21st birthday, so I know how wicked that is. But I now have a new mission, and that is to sit down with Mimi, and we are writing a book. You have the best fucking stories, and we need to record this shit because I just love your stories so much.
Wow.
That's awesome. Like, I'm just sitting here like, that was an incredible story. And then that gave me a flashback, and I can't remember specifically who it was, but my one friend gave another friend a ride because they were too drunk, and the drunk friend wound up puking in the vents of the car. And you could the smell for like months. Anytime the air or the heat came on, it was just puke. So that's probably why they put you in the trunk. What's yours, Reaper?
So my story, I started a small strip club back in 2009. I had bought the business because I figured it would be a good investment. It's fast, easy cash, and something I could do under the radar while I was teaching to kind of supplement. And on a weekend, it was a Saturday night. I will never fucking forget it. So there was like a little bit of an after party there. We were entertaining, some guests and stuff. And they were just spending money like crazy. And we were just all hitting the Cuervo Gold tequila. Tequila and me spells disaster because it's the one liquor that I will legit do the unthinkable. So in this case, I'm decked out from head to toe in an Italian suit. And somehow at some point of the night, James Brown came on the jukebox, and I suddenly ended up on stage and swinging around the dancer pole, and apparently was the life of the party until I fell off the pole and landed face down in the floor.
Yeah.
And it was about a 4-foot drop. So
that's
oh
never
shit!
the way to end a pull trick on your face is not the way to do it.
Nope. I mean, I was not full of grace at that point. Mousebong says, "Teacher by day, strip club pimp by night." Don't even get me fucking started. Babylon says, I have a similar story, Hoof. I was 18, 19 and playing a gig, but I did it with oh my fuck, dude. What were you thinking? He said, Everclear. My buddy had to drop kick some hooches off of me with hickeys and bite marks all over me. Damn. I wish that was my story. I wish I was like, having an orgy of vampires all over my ass. You guys got the best of it. I hit the fucking floor.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. With my story, I woke up with chunks of my hair out. All of my belt loops were cut out of my Levi's, and I had no shoelaces.
What the fuck?
And the stories at school the next week, I will never ever repeat.
Right?
Mm-mm.
Oscar says Cuervo Gold is hideous. Recipe for disaster. Exactly. Most people say when guys get fucked up on whiskey or bourbon or something like that, they go fucking absolutely apeshit. No, it's Cuervo fucking Gold tequila. It is the worst, and I haven't touched it since that night. So never again. Mousebong says I have some bad Patron memories too. Yep, I totally believe you, Mousebong, because Patron is smooth, and you just don't realize how much you've done until you go to get up and drop. She says, I had a housewarming party with Everclear Jungle Juice. Whoa! Yeah, man, you really lit it up, didn't you? A bunch of uptight coworkers came and drank it, and next thing you know, it was a straight debauchery going on with wild animals. Oh, I can't wait for you to, elaborate on that, because that just sounds tasty as fuck. Crystal says Jaeger made me fairly aggressive. Kyler says Skull vodka is another one. I've never actually had that. Have either of you two had the Skull vodka? I haven't tried that.
I've seen the bottle, but I haven't tried it.
My man. Cody says tequila, I'll fight an army by myself. Exactly right. Oh, man. Crystal says aggressively vomitive. So, yeah, that won't be on my shopping list anytime soon. Babylon says, damn, were we at the same party hoof. My mom wasn't impressed when she seen my hickey necklace. I love it. Kyler says it's nasty.
Badges of pride, Babylon. Badges of pride.
Right? Let's see. I'm never an angry drunk. I'm always fun and dumb. They used to call me Homer Danger. I love it. That's awesome. I'm the same fucking way. I am not somebody that's gonna like start a fight. That is not my thing. More or less, but I mean, if something fucked up happens and I like have to go there, it's not a good scene whatsoever. But I don't get drunk anymore, so you'll never have to see that shit. But I think everyone has had that drunk experience where people try to take advantage of you, and I don't mean necessarily in a bad way. It's like the whole hickey thing. I totally know what you're saying, because there are some girls that are like, no offense, not saying anything negative there, but that if they secretly like you, they'll try to do their little whimsical thing. Right?
Yep.
Oh shit. Right on. Crystal says, me either. I can barely drink these days. And I've just learned in my old age that moderation is a much better way to live in general. Man, you guys shared some awesome fucking story. So leading into that, I have another fun little game for us. And I think you'll like it. It involves alcohol, seeing as we're, kind of already sharing these wonderful stories. This one is a lot of fun, and it's called American Name Generator Hell Yeah. So this involves the first letter of the first name, first letter of the last name, and your birth month is the actual brand of beer now, or whiskey, bourbon, moonshine, Zima, White Claw, whatever. So, damn, why does my birth month have to be PB fucking R? I swear. All right. So let me give you all a few seconds to look at it, and then we will compare fucking notes. Oh, no. I love it.
I'm going to use my alternate initials again because the three of us
Of course.
Okay. I'm like,
Right.
just making sure because I'm like, man, why's my birth month got to be what it is? Oh, did we lose Reaper?
Well, Reaper's internet has been the awesome one hiccuping tonight. Poor guys. I thought it was supposed to be better after last night. Maybe they didn't get it hooked up. That could happen.
Yep. Oh, he's back.
Oh, he's coming back.
He's got the circle spinning. There.
Okay.
Yay!
I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's see here. And wow. Okay. So I'll tell you what mine is. This one's going to kill you. Walter PBR revolver. What the fuck is that? All right. Let me hear your. Yeah. All right. What is it?
Joseph Natty Twinkie.
What the hell? Wow.
And when I went to college, they were drinking Natural Light because college, and they asked me if I wanted a beer, and I said that beer is like sex in a canoe. I said it's fucking too close to the water. So.
What's yours there, Mimi?
Mine's like James PBR cheeseburger. That ain't ever happening.
Oh, that's fucking horrible. What the hell? Oh, man, we got some good ones out here. Let's see here. Crystals is Abraham Zima Colt. Zima, let me just tell you from experience, tastes like absolute ass.
That's why you got to put a Jolly Rancher in it.
I was going to say there's really nothing that can absolutely save that whatsoever.
Did somebody
Cody,
say something about a Jolly Rancher and an ass?
Now it's a party.
Or is this the time we're supposed to start talking about dicks?
Well, I know if we start talking about dicks, Crystal is going to be very happy with us. So there's a good chance. There's a good chance because what the fuck, Cody? His is Abraham Moonshine Milkshake. So apparently his ass will shake at the end of the drink. All right. Let's see. Babylon's is John Zima Twinkie. What the fuck? That's awesome. Mousebongs is Walter White Claw Truck. I wish I want to drop the truck though, because then it sounds like Breaking Bad reference. I know exactly what you're talking about. Digging is Ulysses Moonshine Colt. Apparently they keep referencing a gun, which is rather fucking hilarious to me. Mousebong says Walter White Claw is gold. Yep, I agree with that. Totally. Kyler's is Douglas Bourbon Twinkie. Man, Twinkie just keeps coming up.
Say, come on, Twinkie fan, let's do this.
You know, it's like a Twinkie army going on. Oh, Oscar. Oh, goodness. Charles Budweiser Colt. Oh, no. I feel for you, bro.
The Colt is for Colt malt liquor.
Oh.
Yeah, like Colt 45.
Yeah, maybe that.
I know what you're talking about. That makes more sense now. Ooh, and Colt 45. Fuck. You want to talk about
Williams, man.
Oh, yeah. That motherfucker must have had a headache for like the entire next decade, because when you drink Colt 45, that is what you get. That is really bad. Mousebong says Freudian slip there, Beast. Oh my goodness. Digging says, was it Mississippi or Louisiana that tried to ban rubber dicks a few years back? Is that true?
I don't know.
Oh, I wouldn't be fucking surprised.
I know Ted
I
Cruz was
wouldn't be
trying to
surprised.
limit them, but let's see.
That's fucking crazy. Mousebong says, Appalachia, I know we have a limit here in Texas.
Yep.
My guess is Louisiana, though I'm from there. What? That just doesn't even make fucking sense to me whatsoever. Babylon says, have you guys ever used Vicks or Carmex during adult activities asking for a friend? From experience, I can honestly say that there was a few ladies that I did date that Carmex was definitely their lip gloss, if that brings anything to the party there. Crystal says, no, Babylon, just icy hot. Oh, no! Could you imagine? That sounds like it would fucking hurt. Oh. Mousebong says that, Babylon son, what about one of those Listerine tongue strips? Oh,
Tingly.
and it gets worse. It gets worse, guys. I got pepper spray on my balls before, and it felt like a blowtorch.
I want to know this story because that's not something you trip and land on pepper spray on your balls.
Yeah, I think we need closure. I think we need to know how this happened and why.
Yeah. Like, did you think it was a can of like, no, tenactins for your feet? But like, I don't know, like ball. I don't have balls, but whatever the like itchy ball spray, and you picked up the pepper spray by accident. That's the only accidental way I can see this happening.
Babylon Sun says, of course, Mouse, it's epic. You know what? Something to throw in there, since you guys are talking about like Listerine strips and shit like that. Altoids. Throw in a couple of Altoids, man. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. The explanations in the comments, so that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crystal says, hurts so good. Kyler says he's getting hungry for some reason. Not exactly sure how. Babylon says spicy balls. Okay, so Crystal says he typed slow. He got pepper sprayed by cops. And during the shower at the police station, it ran down his body. And okay.
So I said, that makes sense. I can see that.
How it happened. Oh my damn.
Woo, I can imagine, like, once it got to Senor Cornholio, that would really be spicy.
Ugh, yeah, but no. Nobody would put pepper on their whiskey either.
For my Bible.
Come out with your pants down. I still love Cornholio.
True story. I have been watching the new season of Beavis and Butthead for the past week, and I fucking love it.
Is it good?
It's so fucking good. It's almost better than the original. They're not doing music videos. They're making fun of the TV that's on MTV.
Okay.
Good. Hell
Yay,
yes.
loophole.
Thank you, Mike Judge. Thank you. Fucking,
Cool.
they ruined something that was fucking amazing. All you much more younger people than us, fucking MTV was fucking amazing in the 80s. It was so good. Not everything, but it had so many. They had like concert dates they would run on there. The people in between were interesting, talking about the videos and new videos coming out, world premiere of videos, concerts. Like, it was so damn good.
It was so good that I wasn't allowed to watch it. That's how you know it was good.
And that is also where the phrase "Yo TV" or "Yo MTV Raps" got turned into "Yo MTV Rap is crap." That's where that came from. Showing my age for sure. Babylon. What? He says, I knew a chick that used to do the deed with Sonic ice in her mouth.
Oh, the snow job.
Well,
That's what
I
the ladies in Thailand would totally outdo any of these stories. I guarantee you. I have seen this shit in person. Shooting ice cubes far too with power.
Here I go
One right
Keegling
after
again.
another. And they would sometimes load like 5 at the same time. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Every time
You
you
know-
tell these stories, I can't help it. I just kegel away, sitting here like, all right.
There needs to be a segment on the show where Mimi Horny tells us tales of Thailand. Every single tale that you tell is epic as fuck. What? Crystal. Oh, she says, I prefer Coke off the penile area. Oh, my goodness. And then she comes back at Mimi with, I could do that with my tampon. Now that we all have that in our fucking minds, now that we can see that, is it a bloodbath in paradise? Is that what you're trying to tell us? God damn it. Babylon, right? Babylon says, "Ding, ding, ding, sugar hooter." That's what she called it, and sometimes a snow blow. So it looks like you hit that.
Not to be confused with snowballing, which is something entirely different. But a snow job is the ice in your mouth. I like snow blow though, because it rhymes.
Snowballing?
You have never seen the movie Clerks, have you? Shame.
I'm gonna have to go
Shame.
back because I don't remember that term.
So that's, I don't know how graphic we're allowed to get on this show.
Well, I've been pretty
graphic.
impressed.
I was gonna say pretty graphic, I would think. Yeah. So that's when you go down on a guy, he comes in your mouth, and then you spit it back in his mouth, kissing him afterwards. That's called snowballing. And that's how it got into the conversation about Veronica going down on 37 guys. And that's the whole quote from the movie is 37. And Dante's like, my girlfriend went down on 37 guys. And the guy goes, in a row? So that's why whenever you say 37 around me, I go in a row because of that movie.
I am now enlightened.
Yes. See, I'm here to educate.
Disturbed, I guess, at the same time. But yeah, okay. What? Crystal's gone off the rails. Ladies, tell me you can forcefully eject rubber husband.
I love the term rubber husband. That is hilarious. Hilarious. And sometimes if you like cough in an opportune moment, that can happen too.
I've always referred to those as rubber bob. I don't know. Just what I always called it. I was like, oh, you're You know what I mean? Kyler, I think we fucked him up. He said, "You're disturbed. I'm disturbed." Oh no. Mousebong says, "You sucked 36 dicks, guys off screen in a row." So she knew the reference. No, I'm glad you cleared that up because I don't know. Recently, again, for probably the 10th or 15th time, I saw Clerks 2. I actually liked that one more, especially because they did an homage to King Diamond in the middle of it, and it was fucking killer.
The first one will always be my favorite because my best friend brought it over.
Yeah.
Coming back, do you hear that? Watched it and then took me to the Quick Stop directly afterwards. So I was in the store in the movie directly after watching the movie for the first time.
Oh, that's so cool. All right.
Awesome. So and I met Kevin Smith in March, so it's like full circle. Like,
oh yeah,
love him. So
I think we are officially ready for the last game of the evening. This one is, I mean, it coincides with what the addicts have been talking about, all these crazy fucked up like videos and shit that you find on the internet. But this is better because, you know, we love our horror movies here. So I came across this little nugget and I thought it was so appropriate for this group. Which movie made you go, what the fuck did I just watch? And go. I don't care who goes first.
Oh, I know mine.
oh, go ahead then. I'm thinking of mine. So you go.
So in I think it was either I think in 1998, either 1998 or 2002. I went to New York, and we went to right around where Greenwich Village is, and on Houston Street there is this art movie place. And so I don't know if you guys know who Björk is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Björk's husband is Matthew Barney, and he made this film called Craymaster 3. I think it was Craymaster 3. This thing was like 4.5 hours long, had an intermission. It is so fucking creative and disjointed that it just makes you wonder, like afterwards, I was like, what in the fuck was that about? So there's this one scene where there's 1970 Cadillacs. There's 4 of them at the top of the Chrysler building. There's a giant cage that has a golden eagle living inside the cage, and the 4 black what the hell Cadillacs, dumbass Todd. So there's 4 of them. They're all facing outward, and they rear end and start slamming into the eagle in the cage. All 4 of them at the same time, like boom. All 4 of them come from all 4 directions, and they crush and crush and crush and crush it. Oh wait, no, there is a there's 5 cars. The eagle is sitting inside a cage inside the Cadillac, and they just smash it and smash it and smash it and smash it. And there's a scene with a giant chasing a tiny little redhead man. I assume in Ireland somewhere. It's really creepy, dark, wet. Seaweed everywhere. There's a scene where they're in a pub and they pull the fountain and the pub starts overflowing, and people act like they don't know it's overflowing. Just bizarre. 4.5 hours. Matthew Barney, Craymaster 3, I think it was.
There's no way I can top that.
I want to see it again. I've never seen it again. It's the most fucking creative thing I've probably ever seen. It's so cool.
Wow, that is 50 degrees of wrong. Just I don't know. That's pretty Pretty crazy.
Oh, there's another scene where they're in the Whitney Museum, and I think the Cro-Mags or Agnostic Front are playing on one of the levels, playing a show, and then you go into the next level of the Whitney Museum, and it's like this weird plants, like something off of what's Avatar, like those types of plants and colors, just bizarre. And then you go down to another level, and there's another old punk band playing. It was just bizarre.
Okay. All right.
That's definitely what the fuck.
Right, literally. For me, I would have to say, as a film that made me go, "What the fuck," is most definitely The Human Centipede.
I've never seen it. I know about it, but I've never seen it.
Anybody that knows anything about The Human Centipede, it is about a German scientist who is trying to create literally a human centipede. He comes across as this really nice guy, and very, very, very welcoming, and this and that. And all along, he is abducting human beings. He cuts your lips off, sews your mouth to the front of the centipede's ass. And then there is a third human being that has the same procedure done, and that person's mouth is also, the lips are cut off and mouth sewn to the ass of the second human being, and literally treats it like it's an animal. Like, this is like, I don't know, some diabolical, like, how many times am I saying like tonight? Shit. Thank you, Carnage. Whole unholy shitballs, literally this 3-person sewn together thing. It gets fed in the front, which means it shits out to the second person's mouth. They ingest it, goes into the next one. Therefore, they don't die. It was probably the most disturbing film I ever sat through. And there are 3 fucking films in this trilogy.
Why?
And it's actually very hailed as one of the great horror films of the past 10 years. It's a film that is just hard to fucking watch. That's all I can say. Your car breaks down, and that's what happens in this film. This person's car breaks down, and they go to the most nearby house in Germany, this little town out in the country. They come across this doctor, and they get abducted right there and become part of this human centipede. So, nope.
No,
never again. That film. How about you, Sugar?
I'm trying to find the review that I read that made me want to watch this movie because it was such false advertising. And I can't find it now. But yeah, when I did season 1 of my podcast, I would do a movie review, and I called it Stripper Cinema because it would either be about a stripper or have a strip scene in it, a gentleman's club scene or whatever. So I came across this movie from 1968 called Succubus. And I'm like, all right, Succubus is fun to say, so we'll watch this. But the review was that it was about a nightclub performer who performs in an S&M club. And then they mentioned that there's like dancing with a midget. And so, I mean, it sounded fantastic. I'm like, this is amazing. And There are not enough deaths in the world for me to understand what the hell was going on in this movie. It made no sense. There were lots of boobs, points for that. But at one point, she's in a room full of like mannequins, and they're all wearing like these different era things. And she gets in there with another woman and starts like taking the mannequin arm and like going on her hand with it. And then like there's just hands coming. Like it's very bizarre. And in another scene, a girl's doing front walkovers and then saying words like chicken feathers. And then she'd go for a walkover and be like, rainbow pyramid. I'm like, what the heck? I seriously just watched the whole thing to try and figure out what I was watching. And I just never, it was so weird. It was just weird. And the director even says, I don't know what the movie's about. And it's his movie.
What?
Yeah.
Yep. Man, that sounds like.
But it's a what the fuck.
Sounds the trip.
Yeah. Yeah, it was something. Is it Jesus Franco? Is his name? He's a well-known director, but it was just very weird.
So real quick, before I get into the addicts' comments on the films that they are what the fuck moments. So Mouse Bong has officially, and I love her for this, has coined a new phrase, VCR pussy. As we were talking about the tales from Thailand, that is her official licensed coined phrase for the fact that there is an ejection mode from the vagina. So fantastic, super 1,000, like million, bajillion points for that. That's fucking hilarious. So Kyler, right? Be kind, rewind, exactly. Kyler says the movie Mother is one that was a what the fuck did I just watch film. I think I totally understand that because that film was super confusing. I get that. Still was kind of hailed as a really good film. Cody, I totally understand, dude. So Cody said Wolf Cop, the piss scene. What he is referring to is when Wolf Cop turns into a werewolf for the first time. He is still kind of human, and he's drunk, and he's trying to take a piss, but he's changing into a werewolf, and the skin of the wee-wee suddenly pulls apart, and the wolf dork comes out. And it was a little bit kind of shocking. So I totally understand what he's talking about there. Crystal and Digging both are talking about the green room. The green room was upsetting. The green room has been hailed as one of the hardest watch films of recent times. I forget what the premise is, but I know exactly what they're talking about. It's hardcore. Crystal also mentioned, bless you, a friend made me watch a 70s Spanish movie where a village brought all their bearded dragons to town and piled them up, then exploded them. They had little outfits on. I hated it. That does sound crazy. I don't even know what. No, that sounds ridiculous. Mousebong says, I love what the fuck horror movies, Begotten, Society, Tetsuo, The Iron Man, Hausu. I can go on and on. So, okay, this is an area where Mousebong just absolutely loves the crazy shit. Not bad at all. Friday, lots of laughs. It was the exorcism of God. It's so screwed up. I had to stop and ask myself, did I just have a stroke? Or is this a fake reality? An old school one was the version of Sting played by Frankenstein. Oh, I know exactly which one you're talking about. That fucking shit was crazy too. Damn. So apparently we started something new because the addicts are talking about having a what the fuck movie marathon. And as a matter of fact, if we ever want to do that, we can do that courtesy of StreamYard. So I will definitely talk to the team and see if everybody's down for that. Because that could be really fucking hilarious and hopefully nobody pukes. You know what I mean? Austin says the Cult of Humpty Dumpty was my What in the World movie. I think I'm familiar with that. I don't know about you guys, but
No.
let's see here. No, I think I've heard of it, but I've never watched it. Mouse Fong says Human Centipede is shocking, but I hate poop stuff, so not my fave. See, she knows what I'm talking about. Babylon goes on to say, go watch Sting's version of Frankenstein from the 80s. Yeah, that one was really fucking weird, man. Oh, man, there's so many here. Let me see here. Oh, Babylon says, I've seen Succubus and another called Incubus. So I don't think I've seen either one. So we'll have to see. Crystal says, original I Spit on Your Grave was excellent. Yeah, that one's pretty fucking hardcore, ahead of its time, and very, very disturbing. Let me see here. Oh, wow. I haven't heard this one in a while. Beyond the Black Rainbow. It isn't horror, but delightfully weird. I do remember that one. So, all right, Kyler, have a good night. Totally appreciate you, brother, as always. Man, Videodrome, Jacob's Ladder. Oh, man, there's so many. Yeah. What? So apparently, Babylon has watched something called Venereal Cunnilingus Ranch, also known as VCR. Why are we not super surprised that he has seen something called that? I just don't even know. Oh, man. Crazy. You guys did a fan-fucking-tastic job with that game. And we are now at the final thing on the goddamn list for tonight. And this one's going to make us all think just a little bit, I think. So there's a very famous painter that when you read the caption above this particular painter, I think you will maybe kind of see it. I'm going to go ahead and put it up now for everybody. This is for us and everybody in the attic section. When I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah, because we talked a little bit about true crime earlier, and I think some folks might actually see this. So let's see what everybody thinks. So it says, what if Bob Ross was a serial killer and his paintings are locations where he hid the bodies?
Happy little bodies. Just make a happy little body.
Little bodies. When we think about it, though, and obviously this is not a true thing, this was just one of those let's make you think outside the box, because obviously a lot of what we talked about today was absolutely outrageous. But when I saw this one, I was like, you know, most of the time when serial killers don't get caught, it's because you don't know. You just don't know.
Yep.
What did you guys think of that?
What's that
Oh, about the Bob Ross and the serial killer thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I watched his documentary maybe 3 or 4 years ago and felt pretty bad for him, but there's some weirdness with him. So I don't know. There's something I always feel uneasy with him. And as a painter, he's kind of a gimmick painter, anyways.
Right.
Yeah, he can get an idea and the shapes out, but when you compare one of his paintings to a Frederick Church or any of the the painters in the valley, forgetting the name of the valley, it's right north of New York City, the Long Island Valley or something like that. Yeah, I forgot that. Any one of the painters from the 1800s are fucking amazing painters. There's no comparison. But anyways,
Right.
there's something creepy about Bob Ross too. And I'm not on the train that thinks he's so cool because he's so silly and so sweet and naive. I don't care about him. But it was a really interesting documentary. He did get screwed over and stuff, but I've always felt there's a creepy issue with him.
I think that's why he got created.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, I think he was good for what he was, which was you can paint along at home, so he wasn't doing anything really amazing because everybody at home was painting along with him. So it wasn't, when he was first out on PBS. But he does have that vibe, like you're saying. There's something, he's almost so soft that he makes you feel uncomfortable. It's kind of like, ooh.
I've seen so many of those old videos throughout the years, and I have to wonder, was there something more behind those eyes? How, and my dark sense of humor, my dark side of myself goes, isn't that absolutely genius? If in fact he was a serial killer and he was directly in plain sight drawing and painting the sites of where he hid those bodies. I don't know. It almost reminded me of, I don't know if either one of you had seen Hannibal the series when it was on regular TV. It's so more artsy than any of the films that preceded it ever was. And it was really, really good. And there was such a huge emphasis on art and how Hannibal was always kind of like making almost like a real life painting out of, his victim. This wasn't too far of a stretch for me to make me kind of step back a few steps and go, no one's buying your afro and the fact that you're just so fucking happy to be painting these little landscapes. You're so happy because you're sharing this inner darkness with everybody on live TV. That's kind of what I got from it.
Hiding things in plain sight, that's the way to do it. It is hide in plain sight. People don't think to look. And that's actually a really cool movie plot. If that was the thing, that would be a cool movie to make.
For sure. Digging says, I think Bob was hitting the nitrous pretty hard. Babylon said, Bob had a dark aura. Something just not right. I think there was maybe some kind of secret there. Babylon, you kill me. He says, I bet Bob put the lotion on the skin hoof. It puts the lotion on its skin. Or it gets the hose again. Which kind of spawned Crystal to say, oh, unrelated, too late. Ooh, Dare the Skin was amazing. I just remembered the name. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Under the Skin.
Oh, Under the Skin. So sorry. I thought maybe it was like a German thing. My bad. And Paul, hey, what's up, brother? He says, don't forget Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers saw combat. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know if anybody else knew that, but that's an interesting fact.
Yeah, I'd want to know the details because seeing combat is not the same. My uncle went to Vietnam and was a pencil pusher in a pretty safe place and just typed up memos and stuff like that. Never saw any action. And Air Force is already only about half credibility for being a veteran anyways, because it's almost like being a civilian anyways. That's spoken from a veteran. No, we tease the Air Force all the time because, I mean, their fucking basic training is a joke. That's not even fucking hard.
I feel that. I do. Mousebong says, wasn't Bob Ross like a crazy badass master sergeant? I read that he spent so much time yelling at people and commanding that when he started painting, he vowed to never yell or be that way again. I don't know. I never heard that. I'm not once. I don't know if that was in the documentary that you saw, because I haven't. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Everyone's talking about the fact that he was in the military. So Mousebong says he's an Air Force vet. So Babylon said he used to love using the color burnt umber, which kind of reminds me of dried blood. Oh, do we have a little tidbit? Babylon, why do you know this? I'm concerned. No, I'm kidding. That is very, very strange. Let's see here. Mousebong says, that totally does sound like a movie plot or an HBO Max show. Most deaf. Wait a minute. Crystal says, my mom met Bob Ross. He touched her boob and then called her a liar. What the fuck? That is our official what the fuck moment for the night. Unholy shit, that is fucked up. That's crazy.
Punched him in the afro.
You know? Fuck the afro. I would have cut that motherfucker off. Austin said, let's remember Hitler used to be an artist too before he went dark. I love it.
I want. Is there a meme of Homer Simpson going like boobs?
Yep, I'm pretty sure.
We talk about boobs enough here. I want Homer saying boobs.
I do believe I can make that happen, sir. Babylon says Air Force equals too much hair gel hoof. I love it. Oh, man. Babylon says happy little accident about the boob touching. Who says that? That was the one thing that when I was growing up and saw him, strangely at really weird hours of the night, he would be on. I think he was on like really early in the morning. And he's like, oh, we're just going to paint some happy little tree. How do you know that the tree is happy? I just kind of figured he was like fucked up on some hashish or something like that. And he was just having a ball. But man, what a great conversation on that, because when I saw that, it made a lot of sense to me. I almost would have, I know this sounds really fucked up, but I feel like I would have a lot more respect for him as an artist if that was in fact what he was doing on his paintings. And I love mystery. That's me. I don't know. I love the mystery of it. So we all love a little bit of true crime, I think. Babylon says the tree is happy because it was feeding on the corpse. No, you didn't. That's about as fucked up as it can get. I love it. Rebecca says sometimes Cody will listen to Bob Ross to go to sleep. Oh no. His voice is so quiet to me, it's like chaos. Maybe Cody is getting some subliminal messages while he's trying to sleep that is going to fuck him up. You guys have been absolutely fucking awesome tonight. Just great conversation. Absolutely on every fucking bullet point. The games were utterly fantastic. The addicts always give us so much. Just absolutely amazing. Sugar, Mimi, you guys both as well knocked these ones out of the park. And I think we may have inspired some folks about some things as well. I always say that, this is the craziest show. Yeah, it is, because we talked about a lot of fucked up things. We always do. But, I think, we're all on kind of the same wavelength, and we can all kind of relate to some of these topics. I know myself, I have laughed my ass off tonight. Thank you, Morgrot Universe. Shit. Can't wait for the next show. I've had, yes, please, definitely. Pick yourself up. If you love the show, get a goddamn program t-shirt. It came out fucking amazeballs. And I'm going to get Cody also his goddamn program official shirt as well up into the store. What the hell happened here?
You said utterly, and it just went from there.
I can see that. Babylon said utters. And then Crystal said, we can all suck them at the same time. Son of a bitch. You guys never disappoint. I love it.
Crystal also had said that she might be the daughter of Bob Ross.
Yep. So long story short, he may be my bio dad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. I don't even know what to say about that. I want to hear more. So maybe this will be a great conversation for another time. Babylon said, definitely send him the link for that. We will definitely do that. Babylon also said, squirt the milk on my cookies.
Back to the utters.
Right. To which Crystal said, next time.
And then she said, kidding, she's a liar. She's just making shit up. Which is hilarious.
Oh, man. It's about as twisted as possible tonight. And honestly, after Hell Week, definitely out here in the Midwest, it is hotter than Satan's nutsack to the nth degree, to which I only left once today, and that was enough. So not to mention, everybody having their own individual shit. We are in retrograde in 3 different planets right now, and each one of them is a motherfucker. So definitely watch yourselves, be kind to yourselves, love yourselves, and don't forget to, not take the little things for granted as you're getting ready to start your week. Don't forget, on Monday night, Tracks of the Damned is back where it belongs on Mommy Milkers Monday. Abso-fucking-lutely. We
There's
also
the
have, right, the others are back. You can't get away from them, you know. So definitely stay tuned for that edition. It's going to be bad fucking ass, and we will let you know in a couple of days what that is going to entail. And of course, don't forget Wednesday night, Reapers Underground. And I'm finally getting back to the roots of interviews with a fantastic doom metal band that is on Black Doomba Records right now, and they have a new release. So definitely stay peeled to Reapers Underground Facebook page, Black Flame Entertainment, and Morgrot Entertainment. But from all of us to you, we love you. We appreciate you. Love yourselves. Be kind to one another. And fuck them up if they fucking try you, because damn, that is the strength that what we are. All right. Always keep one foot on the ground, one in the fire, and you must always give them the double bird and stay heavy.